Hey, good Wednesday morning, my friends. MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa here with the MLive Morning Weather Update brought to you by Consumers Energy. And yes, a great stretch of weather coming up and a decent length, I think, from now for the most part today. We do have some scattered showers and thunder showers. Show those to you. But generally, we're having drying conditions, and it really settles in for tomorrow on through the weekend. Maybe into a good chunk of next week, and that would be a change. It's been quite a while since we've gone 4 or 5 days without a widespread type storm system moving through lower Michigan. So, all right, here we go with what's going on, and I figured I would start first off with the radar. And what you can see is just a few spotty showers coming across, the Tawas Bay area, maybe into the tip of the thumb, and also in northwest and west central lower Michigan, a 15-minute shower here or there. Hey, good morning, Cindy Warner. Thanks for watching. And Michael Heath, good morning to you. And Carrie Loveday, good morning also. Thanks for watching the MLive Morning Weather Update brought to you by Consumers Energy. Hit the share button if you can. And now let's get on into what's going to happen into the future. And the main thing today is that we do have disturbances in the cooler air coming from the north. Look at the satellite picture. So I got this set up with a perspective so you can see what will happen today and what will happen the next couple of days. Today, notice the cloud mass coming down through the UP off of Lake Superior. We also have some cloud masses coming off of Lake Michigan. So this is a little bit of an unstable situation with some spotty showers. So and Pamela Todorov, so I can turn the AC off tomorrow? Yes, I would say so. You probably, depending on where you live, you'll probably be able to turn it off this evening, it looks like. So here's the wider perspective radar, and again, some spotty showers. Some have been moving through the Detroit area. Some have been moving through northwest lower Michigan. Let's pick up the high resolution rapid refresh radar forecast. Let me actually grab the latest one for you, and that's the beauty again of this model, is that it reruns every hour. It reruns for us, and generally we find that it's a little more accurate with each hour as the weather gets closer. All right, so we go through today and into this afternoon. This is 3 o'clock. So you notice you don't see a lot of rain. I don't want to portray today as a wet day everywhere. Hey, Judy Boomer. Thank you very much. Glad you found our morning weather update brought to you by Consumers Energy. Facebook is not real good with the notifications, and we don't control that, folks. They do. If you skim by us for one day, then they figure you don't really want to see. And then if you watch for a day or two, then we'll be all over your Facebook feed, as they call it. So we're going through the radar forecast, and generally what it says is that in the thumb is your most favored place this afternoon, this evening, to have a spotty shower or even light thunderstorm. Okay, now drier air. So sometimes we kind of use maybe what I would call, we would misname a cold front. We use that term a lot, a cold front. What is that? That's a front edge of a new type of air. Cold, you think, well, colder. Not always. In this case, it will be because we had temperatures toward 90, but it's also, and we don't use this term in the Great Lakes a lot, but it could be also called a dry front because drier air is moving in. So what I'm going to show you is dramatically less humid air by way of the dew point. Now remember, as the dew point goes down, it means there's less moisture in the air. So when you see dew points go down to the 50s at this time of the year, it's the type of air that a lot of the rest of the country would just die for at this time of the year. And that's what we have on the way, is low dew point, comfortable air. So here's the forecast for the dew point. And notice that we're still kind of humid, not as humid as we were. Dew points are in the low 60s now, southern half of the state, 50s in the northern part of lower Michigan, the UP. As we go through the afternoon, this is 2 o'clock this afternoon, and 3 and 4. Places like Saginaw, Bay City, Midland, you might notice, hey, it feels a little bit drier all of a sudden. Grand Rapids, dew point down to 50 by 4 o'clock this afternoon. You might notice it. Kalamazoo, you start to notice the humidity to go down. And by this evening, by 6 o'clock, Ann Arbor and Detroit and Oakland County, you start to notice the humidity to go down. And then we go through the night. And one thing I do want to point out is that we always talk about this cooler near the lake on hot summer afternoons. That's true. But at this time of the year, when the cooler air moves in, the humidity can kind of be stubborn along the lakes. And so in this case, look at the thumb. You have more humid near the lake because the actual air dries out and it's actually warmer and more humid over the lake, and that kind of comes back inland a little bit. But the point is, by overnight tonight, much drier air invades all of Michigan. So we're still 80, 81-ish in Ann Arbor today, and then we're 78 in Flint, and we're 78-ish in Saginaw, Bay City, and Grand Rapids is 77. Then you get to Cadillac and about 70, and you get to Charlevoix, maybe upper 60s because of more showers. Tomorrow, look at that, July 20th, and we're looking at 73 to 77 degrees. Hey, Alice Galusha, one of my best friends has the last name of Galusha. Maybe you're married, or not married. I know who he's married to. Maybe you're related, I should say. Friday, definitely a work skipper Friday, 75 to 80. And then Saturday, we add on a couple of degrees, feel a little bit more like true summer. Sunday, in the low 80s in a lot of places with sunshine, low humidity. Weekend, again, going to be classic. Fairly light wind, quite a bit of sunshine. Not quite as warm as last weekend, but comfortably warm in the sunshine. Monday, back to the low to mid 80s, and Tuesday, maybe mid to upper 80s, and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday, 85 to 90 degrees. So, you know, we get a few days of cooler air, and then we're right back to summer. Yes, Ed Johnson, Work Skipper Friday. All right, now this is the big picture on, I just want to show you that this big high pressure is building in, and the change here is that we don't have any storm system right upstream to come at us. So we think that we may stay dry till Monday, more likely, maybe even Tuesday or Wednesday. Maybe a lot of places. Now I'm out to next Thursday, and I'm out to next Friday, July 26th. And we may have a lot of us that are dry for 10 days or so. One last look, the upper level features out 16 days, and it shows warm but not excessively hot. So you're looking at the mid-levels of the atmosphere. And by the way, this is our bend in the jet stream right there coming through. That's why we cool off, because our winds aloft go to the north, and it grabs the surface air in Canada and brings it down too. Good morning, Tammy Stafford. Thanks for watching. Matt Valley, good morning to you. And Kisha Blanche, good morning. Thanks for watching. Okay, so now we're into this weekend, and really no big bend in the jet stream, no major storm system. We go into next week. This is the end of next week, July 28th, and we tend to see like a slight general trend toward warming temperatures, still kind of in that storm track, but the storm track has weakened some, and I'm wondering, you know, it's not really truly something that actually, a switch happens, but I'm wondering if our severe weather season is over. First part, because we do tend to have a secondary severe weather season as the jet stream starts to move south out of Canada, and that tends to be in late August or September or so. I've found over the past decade or two, we get kind of a secondary surge. Sometimes our secondary severe weather season can have a more potent outbreak than the first part. But point is, looks like the storms are slowing down, at least for the next 10 days. Keep the garden watered. And we've got really a great stretch of weather with a little something for everyone. Breaking the air conditioners the next 3 or 4 days, at least at night. And then we're back to summer, and we're back to a great weekend to enjoy the weather outside. But remember my post from last weekend, shh, don't tell anybody or we get invaded, right? Well, I know that our economy is definitely built on people coming from the south, heading north. So we certainly cannot say that we don't want the visitors, because we do. All right, so thanks for joining me on the MLive Morning Weather Update, brought to you by Consumers Energy. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa.